Hello there and a very good evening. You're watching Primetime News on TV1. For the News First team, I'm Dasani Athalda. Let's start off with a look at your headlines tonight.
More warnings issued over the Delta variant of COVID-19.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඒ ප්‍රභේදයේ තිබෙන බව බය නැතුව කියන්න පුළුවන්.
මුලින්ම කියන්න තියෙන්නේ අද දවසේ ජනතාවගේ සෞඛ්‍ය තත්ත්වය ගැන හිතනකොට එනකොට හොඳ නෑ කියන එක.
Agriculture Minister reveals plans to reduce the prices of rice.
අපි ලබන සතියේ මේ සියල්ල රුපියල් 75කින් 50කට වැඩි මිල අපි අඩු කරනවා.
New chairman of Litro Gas says he is ready to face shortage of LAF's gas cylinders.
120ක් තමයි අපේ ලාෆ් ගෑස් සමාගම සතුව තියෙන්නේ. ඒ 20 කස්ටමර්ස්ලා දෙන්න ඕන කරන ගෑස් සංචිත අපි ගාව මේ වෙනේට තියෙනවා.
Raffle draw determines new chairman of the Tangalle Urban Council.
In your top story tonight, 48 COVID-19 deaths have occurred yesterday, the 25th of July. Now, this was confirmed by the Director General of Health Services today. Sri Lanka recorded 1,018 new COVID-19 cases today. Official figures indicate that the country's total count of infection stands at 297,534. 1,405 people had recovered from the virus today, bringing the total number of recoveries in the country up to 269,007.
Warnings issued over COVID-19 Delta variant. The Deputy Director General of Health Services, Dr. Hemantha Herath, says that the Delta variant was detected in 30% of the test samples obtained from the Western province.
අනික් ප්‍රභේද වලට වඩා වේගයෙන් මේක පැතිරෙන්නට ඉඩ තියෙනවා කියන එක.
It is clear that this can spread faster than other variants. In such an instance, it is important for us to reduce the number of infections and take the necessary measures required to stem the spread of the virus. Based on tests conducted in Sri Lanka, it is estimated that the Delta variant may have caused 20 or 30% of the infections in the Colombo district. This percentage would be less in other areas. We cannot issue a definite figure, but we can clearly state that the Delta variant is present.
සවල ඊට අඩු වැඩි මාසයෙන් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් ඒ පිළිබඳව ස්ථිර වචනයක් මේ විදිහට ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න අමාරුයි. නමුත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඒ ප්‍රභේදයේ තිබෙන බව බය නැතුව කියන්න පුළුවන්.
රටේ හැමතැනින්ම වගේ ඩෙල්ටා රෝගීන් වාර්තා වෙලා තියෙනවා.
The Delta variant has been detected from all parts of the country. Against such a backdrop, imposing interprovincial travel restrictions would restrict people from travelling between provinces. But the interprovincial travel restrictions will not prevent the risk of the variant being transmitted within a province. I believe that Israel also used the Pfizer vaccine. They conducted the vaccination drive swiftly for their people. But even that country is facing issues regarding the transmission of the Delta variant.
රටේ පවා මේ වන විට මේ ඩෙල්ටා ප්‍රභේදය පැතිරීම ගැටලුවක් වෙලා තියෙනවා.
කායික රෝග විශේෂඥ වෛද්‍යවරයෙක් විදියට මට මුලින්ම කියන්න තියෙන්නේ
As a consultant physician, firstly, I need to say that the people's health is not in a safe condition. If we do not exercise precaution during this period, we will have to face unfortunate days ahead. The COVID-19 pandemic is spreading in the country along with dengue. I wish to remind people to refrain from waiting to obtain the vaccine that they desire. The best vaccine is the one they can obtain first. Sometimes we might contract the virus while waiting for a month to obtain the vaccine. Therefore, obtain the vaccines that are being administered in your area.
පළාතේ තමන්ගේ ප්‍රදේශයේ දෙන වැක්සින් එක ලබා ගන්න.
අපේ ගෙදර ඉන්න රෝගී පුද්ගලයෝ
Whether it is a person who is already ill or an elderly person, don't keep them at home when they fall sick. Take them to the hospital immediately so that they could be given the necessary treatment after diagnosing their illness.
ඉන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා දැන ගැනීම සඳහා අවශ්‍ය කරන රෝග විනිශ්චය කටයුතු වලට යොමු කරන්න කියලා ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
COVID-19 vaccination drive continues. Sri Lanka received 90,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine that have been manufactured in the US. The country had received 3 batches of the same jab previously. Accordingly, Sri Lanka has received 213,000 Pfizer vaccines so far. The vaccines must be stored at a temperature below -70 degrees Celsius. Accordingly, the latest batch has been moved to the National Blood Centre in Narayanpeta. The Education Ministry announced the date for the 2021 GCE ordinary level examinations today.
අපි දැන් තීරණය කළා තිබෙනවා රටේ පවතින COVID-19 තත්ත්වය නිසා ඒ විභාගයේ ටිකක් කල් දාන්න.
Due to the current COVID-19 situation in the country, we have decided to postpone the exams. Accordingly, ordinary level exam will not be held in January next year. It will be held from Monday the 21st of February 2022 until Thursday the 3rd of March. I would like to note that 77% of academic and non-academic staff at schools have been vaccinated. Based on the advice of the health officials, we have decided to reopen schools in phases from the end of August to the first week of September. I wish to request the teachers to support this decision that is being made for the betterment of the children.
යහපත වෙනුවෙන් ඒ වැඩපිළිවෙලට පූර්ණ සහයෝගය දක්වන්නේ කියලා මා ඉතාමත් ඕනෑකමින් අපේ රටේ ගුරුවරුන්ගෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
The services rendered by the Capital Maharaja Group's chairman, Mr. R. Raja Mahendran, to Sri Lanka cricket were honoured following his demise yesterday. Players from India and Sri Lanka observed a minute of silence ahead of the first T20 international game at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo.
Well, we've had the anthems and then a minute silence. That's in respect of the passing of Mr. R. Raja Mahendran, a stalwart in Sri Lankan cricket, done human service, a former vice president and a highly respected individual. Sri Lanka's 1996 World Cup winning cricket captain Arjuna Ranatunga has said that Mr. R. Raja Mahendran's yeoman services towards cricket are commendable. In a statement, Ranatunga said he considers Mr. Raja Mahendran as a father who was a guiding light, pushing him to greater heights and encouraging him to fulfill his potential. The statement added that the people would continue to enjoy the benefits of Mr. Raja Mahendran's services for a long time, although his passing is a misfortune to the country. Several former Test cricketers have also expressed their condolences over the incident. Former Sri Lankan cricket captain Kumar Sangakkara said he is deeply saddened by the passing away of Mr. Raja Mahendran. In a tweet, Sangakkara said, and I quote, "My alma mater, Trinity, owes a great debt of gratitude to him and Mr. Gamini Disanayaka for the Askiriya grounds," unquote. Former Sri Lanka cricket captain Mahela Jayawardena tweeted that Mr. Raja Mahendran was an ardent cricket fan who had a passion for the game and was a person with a good heart. Angelo Matthews was also among the cricketers who expressed their condolences over the death of Mr. Raja Mahendran. Meanwhile, former Sri Lanka cricket chairman Tilanga Sumatipala has said that Mr. R. Raja Mahendran played an influential role as a vice president of Sri Lanka cricket in achieving Test cricket status for the country. The Mahasangha have also expressed their condolences over the demise of the Capital Maharaja Group's chairman, Mr. R. Raja Mahendran.
The Dharma Vijaya Vihara is an institution that acts to disseminate Buddhism not only in Los Angeles but the world over. The Vihara was established in 1980. Mr. Raja Mahendran donated this very Buddha statue to us out of his own expenses so that everyone could worship it. All of us here in the United States, including the clergy at Dharma Vijaya Buddhist Vihara and devotees, would like to extend our condolences. May he attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. He provided the leadership for programs such as the Gammada movement by understanding the needs of the people from all sections of the society. He helped schools, the construction of temples, and took steps to provide water to quench the people's thirst through the Gammada initiative. He was a visionary leader. His demise is a loss to the country and the people. We wish to express our condolences over this.
Issuing a statement, the United National Party's leader Ranil Wickremesinghe said the demise of Mr. Rajendran Raja Mahendran leaves a void in Sri Lanka's business and media sectors. He said the Sirasa Media Network is the most valued accomplishment of Mr. Raja Mahendran, who built one of the largest business empires in the country.
Wickremesinghe added that the fact that he stood up for media freedom was the secret to his media success. The United National Party's deputy leader Ruwan Wijewardene has called Mr. Raja Mahendran's passing a loss to the country, democracy and media freedom. In his message, Wijewardene said Mr. Raja Mahendran was an inspirational figure who had many qualities that are rarely seen these days. He noted that Mr. Raja Mahendran was a philanthropist who helped people for genuine reasons and not to gain publicity. The Tamil National Alliance's leader R. Sambandhan has said that the people will continue to remember Mr. R. Raja Mahendran with love and gratitude, and that his loss would be irreplaceable. In a Facebook post, Minister of Power Dallas Alha Perma expressed his condolences over the demise of Mr. R. Raja Mahendran, who served as a guiding light for Sirasa. In his condolence message, parliamentarian Imtiaz Bakir Makar said he identifies Mr. R. Raja Mahendran as a pioneer in the media industry who stood up for the truth and a democratic society in the country whenever its existence was threatened. Professionals, trade unionists and civil activists have also expressed their condolences over the demise of the Capital Maharaja Group's chairman, Mr. R. Raja Mahendran. In a statement, the Peradeniya University's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Upul B. Disanayake, paid tribute to Mr. R. Raja Mahendran's strong leadership for movements and initiatives such as Gammadda that were aimed at enhancing the lifestyle of villagers by going beyond protecting the people's right to know. In a Facebook post, the President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, President's Council Salya Piris, said Mr. R. Raja Mahendran was an iconic figure who gave space to express alternative views. In a condolence message, the National Trade Union Front expressed gratitude to Mr. R. Raja Mahendran for supporting all sectors in winning the rights of workers, regardless of differences. The Public Services United Nurses Union said Mr. R. Raja Mahendran was an exemplary personality who was unafraid of any party or any force during turbulent times. Meanwhile, the Sarvodaya Shramadana movement's founder, Dr. A.T. Ariratna, said Mr. Raja Mahendran's qualities that involves helping people in marginalized sections of society has been reflected through the Gammadda movement.
As civil organizations, we would like to pay our utmost gratitude and respect to Mr. Kili Maharaja. He always placed his life second when serving the country. We salute his efforts in the media sector of the country. The Capital Maharaja Group, which he pioneered, was able to launch a media organization that protected the rights of our people. Through this media organization, he was able to educate thousands of people in the country. The Gammadda program launched by him paved the way for innocent people of rural Sri Lanka to improve their lives. It is because of Mr. Kili Maharaja that we were able to survive in the country. Therefore, as civil organizations, we pay our utmost respects and gratitude to you.
We'll be back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Bellboy's got you covered. Download Bellboy today to get all your household appliance fixing and repairs done. Now available on Android and iOS.
Welcome back to the news. Now, the chairman of the Tangalle Urban Council was chosen through a raffle draw today. Now, this was after the two candidates who contested for the post had obtained equal votes.
The post of chairman in the Tangalle Municipal Council, which was controlled by the United National Party, had been left vacant. This was after the United National Party had cancelled the membership of Ramidu Vedarachi, who held the post of chairman after he supported the Samagi Jana Balawegaya. Accordingly, the vote was held to elect a new chairman to the council before Seneka Palliguru, the Southern Province Local Government Commissioner. Two candidates from the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna and the United National Party contested for the vacant post. Both received 8 votes each from a secret ballot. Accordingly, a raffle draw was held to determine the new chairman of the Urban Council. W.P. Aryadasa of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna was then chosen as the new chairman of the Tangalle Urban Council.
Today is the 15th day since teachers launched a trade union action deciding to refrain from conducting academic activities online against a backdrop where a cabinet was expected to be presented seeking to resolve the discrepancies pertaining to academic staff. Teacher and principals trade unions furthered their trade union action today.
Trade unionists representing teacher and principal trade unions in Ampara marched from the Kapatipolo Vidyalaya in Mahawaya to the Mahawaya New Town today.
This government came to power on the back of a wave of support from teachers. Today they are vilifying teachers and are suppressing them. We urge the government to resolve salary anomalies immediately.
This protest, organised by the Teacher and Principals Trade Union Collective of Hambantota, was held in the Tangalle city. Protesters blocked all access to roads to the Tangalle town and engaged in demonstrations for nearly 2.5 hours. Only ambulances were allowed to pass through the city during the course of the protest. Another protest organised by the Ceylon Teachers Services Union was held in Ambalangoda today.
If complications in the health sector can be resolved in a week, why can't those in the education sector be resolved even after 23 years?
The Ceylon Teachers Union had organised a protest march in Putlam today. A protest organised by the United Academic Services Union was held opposite the Ministry of Education today.
We have to resort to some severe measures from today. The first is that we will withdraw from revisions for practical exams relating to aesthetics. We have also withdrawn from issuing application forms to advanced level students and also from all online activities, including participating in meetings. We will continue our trade union action until a solution is provided to our salary anomalies. Implement the proposals put forward by the Education Ministry. At the same time, declare teachers and principals under a closed service and implement the cabinet paper. That is what needs to be done.
We would like to know the drama behind this teachers' protest. Why are you using the teachers of this country to fulfill your political objectives? We strongly refute these protests conducted in breach of all quarantine regulations. These protests have caused great inconvenience to the people. We call upon Joseph to stop using these teachers from protesting. People of this country will one day teach you a good lesson. In case another COVID wave occurs in this country, Stalin will have to take responsibility for it.
කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලය හවස 5ට රැස් වන විට මම කැබිනට් පත්‍රිකාව
I will be presenting a proposal when the cabinet meets today at 5 p.m. I believe that this proposal will provide a solution to this problem. According to cabinet procedure, I will be able to elaborate on the cabinet decision only after the cabinet has met and discussed the matter. I have told the trade unions to meet me tomorrow morning. I would then be able to discuss the future course of action following today's cabinet meeting.
ඒ සාකච්ඡාවෙන් අනතුරුව හෙට උදේම මම ඒ වෘත්තීය සමිතිය හමු වෙනවා කියලා අනාගත වැඩපිළිවෙල සාකච්ඡා කිරීම සඳහා
යුද ජයග්‍රහණය වළක්වන්න උත්සාහ දරපු පිරිස්ම
The people who tried to prevent a war victory have taken to the streets again. They are trying to incite a new wave of protests and strikes in the country. We feel that these are being carried out with ulterior motives, just as it was done during the war victory in 2009. I wish to respectfully request the people to refrain from supporting such activities and to make a decision for the benefit of the country.
ලකිලා රට වෙනුවෙන් මේ අවස්ථාවේ සිතලා තීරණ ගන්න කියන ගෞරවනීය ඉල්ලීම මේ රටේ සියලු ජනතාවගෙන් අපි කරන්න කැමතියි.
Several members of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party met with President Gotabaya Rajapaksa this morning.
Senior members of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, including its chairman, former President Maithripala Sirisena, attended the meeting, which lasted for more than 2 hours. Issues faced by the Sri Lanka Freedom Party when working together as a coalition were discussed during the meeting.
විශේෂයෙන් පළාත් පාලන මන්ත්‍රීවරුන්ගේ අපේ ප්‍රශ්නය
We paid special attention to the issues we had regarding provincial councillors, the injustice faced by them, and also the problems faced by our organisers. We also discussed other issues in the country, including the problems faced by teachers and principals in the education sector. We also put forth our proposals regarding the fertilizer crisis and to uplift the economy.
බොහෝ කරුණු අද ජනාධිපතිතුමත් එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරා.
අපිට පැයක කාලයක් දීලා තිබුණේ. හැබැයි පැය දෙක.
We were allocated 2 hours, but the discussion went on for 2.5 hours. We managed to clearly explain the issue of how we are not being involved in the governance of the country. He understood our grievances very clearly. I believe he took responsibility for all the concerns we raised. We hope to create some sort of mechanism to solve these issues through a method involving our provincial council members, electorate organisers and SLFP supporters.
මන්ත්‍රීවරුන්, කොට්ටාස සංවිධායකරුන් ඇතුළු ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පාක්ෂිකයන් කොහොමද මේකට සම්බන්ධ කරගන්නේ කියන කාරණය ඉදිරියට ගෙනියන්න.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ කැබිනට් තනතුරු සහ ඇමති තනතුරු සම්බන්ධව මොන වගේ තත්ත්වයක්ද?
නෑ කිසිම දෙයක්.
No, we didn't discuss that. Securing positions is not important to us. What is most important for us is to strengthen the party further. No, we have no such expectations. We have to protect the government first. We also discussed issues regarding the government. We requested the President to commence the amendment of the provincial council election system if there is a delay in formulating a new constitution.
මේ මැතිවරණ ක්‍රමය සංශෝධනය කිරීමේ ක්‍රියාවලියට එළඹෙන්න කියලා.
සමහර වෘත්තීය සමිති වලට
We discussed the difficulties faced by trade union members at the hands of the heads of certain institutions. We also requested for a meeting to be organized with the trade unions.
සාකච්ඡාවක් ලබා දෙන්න ලෙස අපි ඉල්ලීමක් කළා.
The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna today responded to the recent discussion between the Sri Lanka Freedom Party members and the President.
එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයට උනත් ඒ අයිතිය තියෙනවා.
The opposition and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party have the right to meet the President. We don't see anything wrong with it. The main party in the alliance is the SLPP. I believe that leaders with political maturity have understood that. Some make statements without understanding it. But I believe we can resolve all these issues and move forward positively. As a party, we believe and hope that the other parties in the alliance will give more prominence to the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna when it comes to offering appointments and other related matters, as it is the main party.
කරුණු කාරණාවලට කිසියම් වූ අනුකූලතාවයක් දක්වන්න අනිත් පක්ෂවලටත් සිදු වෙනවා.
The President's media division says it is planning a major upgrade which will be unveiled in the near future. Now this is a special report of its latest developments.
This is the President Media Center. From this point onwards, the information concerning the President will be given to you from this particular center. It's going to be a new experience for us Sri Lankans. Let's find out more about it.
The President's Media Division has said it is attempting to introduce methods practiced in foreign countries. It says that the newly established President's Media Center consists of the necessary equipment to meet that objective. The new media center can accommodate more than 200 journalists and comprises facilities to meet their needs.
The objective of the media unit is to fulfill the promises in the President's policy framework. A center like this will make things easier for future presidents to disseminate their messages among the people. This unit will also counter false news that are affecting the people. This center will reduce room for such inaccuracies and expand the room for the dissemination of accurate information. In the future, this center will function under a specialized group of individuals who are currently being trained. We are creating a staff that is equipped to facilitate media personnel who utilize this center.
විශේෂයෙන්ම මාධ්‍යවේදීන්ට හොඳ පහසුවක් ලබා දීමට යටිතල පහසුකම් ලබා දීමට සුදුසු කාර්ය මණ්ඩලයක් අපිත් එක්ක සූදානම් වෙනවා.
This new media center is to be opened in the near future. Weekly media briefings of the President will be held at this center.
We are ready to disseminate the truth and accurate information to the people and the society swiftly through the President's Media Center. Therefore, we request you to join the new journey of the President's Media Center.
Up next is Crime Watch.
Colombo Additional Magistrate Rajendra Jayasurya has ordered to exhume the body of 16-year-old Jude Kumar Ishalini, a domestic helper at MP Rishad Badidin's residence who died of burn injuries. The additional magistrate has ordered the Director General of Health Services to appoint a team of judicial medical officers to exhume the girl's remains buried in Dayagama for further investigations. During today's hearing, MP Rishad Badidin's wife, father-in-law, brother-in-law and a broker were ordered to be remanded until the 9th of August after the court rejected their bail applications. Citing submissions made by the prosecution, the additional magistrate observed that the broker had amassed large sums of money by employing the girl and that the MP's father-in-law has intentionally concealed information regarding her death. Deputy Solicitor General Dilip Peris told the court that MP Rishad Badudin, the chief occupant of the residence, would be named a suspect based on evidence relating to the death of the girl. He added that the death had occurred with the knowledge and involvement of all family members. The Deputy Solicitor General had also said that the suspects had denied the parents of a chance to meet their child when they had visited MP Rishad Badidin's residence thrice during the 8 months in which she worked as a domestic helper. He added that the post-mortem examination had not drawn attention to the injuries on the girl's body that seemed to have been sustained due to a physical attack. The court permitted 6 out of 8 CCTV cameras at the residence of Rishad Badudin to be sent to the Moroto University as the occupants have claimed that 6 of them are not functioning.
ළමා ආරක්ෂාව, දරුදරියන්ගේ ආරක්ෂාව, මව්වරුන්ගේ ආරක්ෂාව.
We live in an age where the safety of children and mothers are continuing to depreciate. We see this as an error in the current system. We strongly believe the legal safeguards in place to ensure the safety of children and women are largely insufficient. The legal machinery of the country must be reinforced to ensure the protection of both women and children in our country.
මාතෘ හිංසනය, කාන්තා හිංසනය මුලිනු පුටා දමන්නට අපි මේ රටේ නීතිමය ක්‍රියාදාමය දැඩි ලෙස ශක්තිමත් කරන්නට ඕනේ.
Agriculture Minister Mahendran Alutgamage today revealed of plans to reduce rice prices from next week. This was during a media briefing at the ministry today.
We are trying to refrain from importing rice and to purchase them under a certified price so that it can be sold under a fixed rate. Earlier, farmers were only paid 25 rupees for a kilo of paddy. Today, farmers are earning 55 rupees for a kilo of paddy. This is in addition to the concessionary fertilizer. If no one is purchasing rice, we are prepared to purchase it for 50, 51, 52 or 55 rupees. We have reached an agreement with rice mill owners on the purchasing price of paddy. We will sign an agreement on these rates next week. We will purchase Nadu rice at a rate less than 100 rupees. Today, a kilo of Nadu rice is priced at 120 rupees. A kilo of Samba rice is 150 rupees. Kiri Samba is priced at 225 rupees. We will reduce these rates by more than 50 rupees. If the Minister of Agriculture or the Minister of Consumer Affairs can't decide the cost of rice, and if someone else is making those decisions, there is no point in us holding these portfolios. We can stay at home and ask them to control everything. We will then ask rice mill owners to be the ministers of agriculture and those who sell rice to become the ministers of consumer affairs. The price will be decided by the government.
Teshar Jaisinghe assumed duties as the new chairman of Litrogas Lanka Limited today. He assumed office after observing religious observances. The new chairman then expressed his views on the revised gas prices.
A gazette was issued yesterday amending prices. Accordingly, an 18-litre gas cylinder will be sold at 1,150 rupees. We take our customer feedback positively. Therefore, as the new chairman, my first directive was to stop manufacturing the product. Laughs Gas Limited only holds 20% of the market share. If required, we have sufficient stocks to cover this 20% as well. If Laughs Gas decides to stop the supply of gas, the government and the relevant regulatory authority should do something to the consumer who is affected by it.
State Minister Ajit Niwad Cabral has told the Bloomberg news outlet that Sri Lanka will repay a $1 billion bond today.
State Minister Ajit Niwad Cabral had told the Bloomberg news outlet that Sri Lanka would repay a $1 billion bond today, a day ahead of its Tuesday deadline. Sri Lanka is due to settle a $500 million bond and $1 billion of debt next year as well.
Sri Lanka winning an Olympic medal was shattered today.
Judoka Chamara Nuwan Dharmawardena competed in the 73 kg class this morning against Djibouti's Aidan Alexander Hussein. Aidan Alexander Hussein, who was dominant throughout the bout, won 10-0 against Dharmawardena. Niluka Karunaratne suffered his second defeat in the preliminary rounds of the Tokyo Olympics. Ireland's Nat Nguyen won the second game 2-0. The defeat confirmed Niluka Karunaratne's exit from this year's Olympics. Sri Lankan swimmer Matthew Abesinghe will participate in the men's 100-meter freestyle event tomorrow.
And that's a wrap of primetime news for tonight. For the News First team, I'm Dasani Athada, along with our interpreter Brian De Cruz, producer Hassan Shazuli and cameraman Siambala Pitia. Good night.